saoudienne a largué une...
There was a laser bomb which was launched and it killed 40 children who were less than 15 years of age during a school trip and wounded 56 more. 11 adults also died. It is difficult to imagine a more egregious violation of humanitarian law. All parties to the continuing armed conflict in Yemen have committed possible war crimes and other serious violations of international law. The school bus attack occurred just weeks before the fourth Conference of States Parties to the ATT on trade in weapons held in August in Tokyo. But neither its devastating consequences nor the ways in which the implementation of the treaty could prevent the flow of weapons fueling these attacks was raised by states. Control Arms welcomes the actions of those governments who have stopped transfers to the Saudi-led coalition. But there are governments, including the ATT states parties, who are still supplying weapons, causing immeasurable suffering and violating the treaty. Yemen is just one tragic example of where arms transfers are directly fueling human suffering. In the Democratic Republic of the Congo, my country of origin, the effects of the poorly regulated and illicit trade of arms and ammunition do not allow the people to breathe the air of peace. These effects of armed conflict and displacement are avoidable. To stop illicit trade, we encourage all countries, including the Democratic Republic of Congo, to ratify the treaty. Life is priceless. We call on governments to rigorously adhere to their legal obligations under the treaty. In particular, core Articles 6 and 7 on prohibitions and risk assessment must be applied. States must deny weapons transfers whenever there is a serious risk of them being used to commit abuses of human rights and humanitarian law. Madam Chair, armed violence and armed conflict has a gender impact. During this first committee, many states have recognized this. Now we need action to follow. All states should take advantage of the opportunity the ATT presents to contribute to global efforts to reduce arms-related GBV linked to weapons in situations of armed violence or armed conflict. Transparency and information sharing can help stop illegal sales, reduce the risk of diversion of arms, and stop the flood of weapons to human rights abusers. Vital to transparency is a comprehensive, accurate, and timely reporting of arms imports, exports, and national practices and measures taken to implement the treaty. We will keep campaigning to stop arms transfers that fuel human suffering. We will keep campaigning for the ATT to be effectively implemented. We call on U.S. governments to make the right decisions. Choose to bring the arms trade out of the shadows and choose to act to stop the arms transfers that are fueling the daily suffering of millions. Thank you.
I thank Mr. Victor Amisi of Control Arms Coalition for his statement. And next, I'll give the floor to Ms.